Hey guys, today is day number 23, and I have a question for Lisa. Is Gooseneck State Park still, after all we went through this last 2 days, you know, we didn't do a lot of video in the last 2 days because we didn't get to go places because you know what happened. So my question is for you. Is it still your favorite place?
It's still very pretty. Yes, it's still one of my favorite places to go boondocking.
Do you remember what you looked like up against the window when,
yes.
when it was raining?
It was a horrible storm.
And you were scared?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
You don't like what? You wanted to come here. This is your favorite place. What are you doing over here?
Keeping the water from running down the wall because it's coming in the window because it's coming down that hard.
And you wanted to go jump in the car. Who wants to go jump in the car with thunder, lightning?
At least in the truck we can drive somewhere, like somewhere that's not on the edge of this cliff. If our camper rolls over, we would end up at the bottom of that hole, and I didn't want to do that.
Now, hindsight 2020, you know now that we couldn't have drove too far.
No, because the road washed out. And then, that was on Friday, and then they told, and we're supposed to leave Sunday, which is today, and then word was that they weren't even going to fix the road until Monday, which meant they wouldn't have fixed it till Monday, which meant we maybe could have left Monday evening, probably couldn't have left until Tuesday, which totally would have messed up our plans. But
a lot of us here, we're all going to work together, get some buckets and some shovels, and make the road so we can at least get over the hump.
You could drive on it, but where the old pavement is and the new pavement was too much of a drop. We were afraid we'd drag our jacks going out. That was the biggest concern because you had to drop down into the hole and come back up over it.
So we were going to be called UDOT.
So they were going to try to build like
a ramp
it up on either end. So that was the plan.
That would have made good content, guys.
Well, and we managed to get out yesterday and do some sightseeing, so that was good. And then by the time we got back, they had filled, it's still filled in with gravel, so I'm sure come Monday they're going to come in and fix the pavement and do whatever, because the culvert down there is still full of dirt and there's a whole bunch still left to be done. But end result, we can still get out today.
We hope. We're still gonna give it a whirl.
Oh, we're gonna get out. We're gonna get out. Positive vibes, and then we're headed to another harvest host tonight. So
I'm gonna leave you guys with this.
The most beautiful view.
Here's Lisa's favorite view. Everybody asks, where do you love to go? And it was hot.
It was hot, but out west, out in the western area of the states, this is still my favorite place.
So my other question for you was, did you see the Milky Way and all the stars?
I did not, because
she didn't want to get up and go outside.
No, I got up twice and looked last night, and it was cloudy, and the moon was so bright. This is not the right time to...
This was a strawberry moon or whatever it was called.
Right.
So it was super, super bright.
It was bright, and the moon was super bright, and there were the first night, the moon was super bright. Last night, there were tons of clouds. So
I'm going to let her walk and talk a little bit as I show you guys where we were parked and how close we are.
He's such a sissy. He acts like we're going to fall over the edge. And I know during the storm, I thought we were going to fall over the edge. And back in the real world, even if we'd have rolled over on our side, we'd have probably been okay. But the view, I guess, makes it worth it. I'm not going to jump. But it is a breathtaking view.
So looking at the view that she's standing at right here, her view looks like this, guys.
Please don't fall. And you just get to camp right here. And because it's a state park, you do have to pay, but there's no facilities. You literally just park wherever you want to, and it's $10 a night. So, I don't know. I don't know that it gets much better than that. We have been to some pretty cool boondocking spots, but this is still and I guess it's technically not boondocking because it's in a state park. This is my favorite dry camping spot. And someone has built a fire pit in this cool little rock formation. No, behind us is a fire pit.
Over there.
And then over here is this cute little rock formation and a little stack in the middle.
We
and
call it our sundial, so we know where the sun is.
This is where we park. Every time we've come here so far, this has been available, and this has been our spot.
And there's two other crawlers sitting right there, getting ready to hook up. So
well, they're hooked up. I think everybody's ready to roll, but us. So we need to
get out of here. So say bye to your favorite place.
Bye, and we'll see you guys at Park.
Hey y'all, we made it to our next location, which is another Harvest Host. Are you eating your ice cream?
No, I was pushing my glasses up on my face.
Okay. So we're back at the next Harvest Host. This one was a little bit off the beaten path, but when you're coming out west, there's not a whole lot of places you can go besides your BLM land that's a Harvest Host.
It is a Harvest Host, and it's LZJ Hiawatha Hideout, I think is what it's
Say
called.
that again?
The LZJ is the part I'm not sure about, but Hiawatha Hideout in Price, Utah.
So we're still in Utah today, and we made it here. And there is 6 spots, I think it is, that are Harvest Host, and they have HipCamp up top that have some power. We decided to take the Harvest Host sides, and they're kind of weird sites, I guess.
Well, if we'd have come in right, they might not have.
Well, I don't mean that. I mean, it's kind of like just
we came
parking
in backwards, and they're pulled through like in a little loop. But it looks, and I get it, it's a ranch, but it looks like maybe where you're supposed to drive hasn't been cut in a while, so it was a little questionable, but we figured it out.
And these little things, it's hard to let Paisley out because these little boogers here, whatever these things are.
It's these little balls. They're like little briars, and they get in her feet, in her fur. And even with her little boots that I bought her just for that purpose, because she's got long hair, it took me almost 45 minutes just to get them all out of her hair. So
I had to carry her out of the camper, through all of it, to this dirt road here.
Where there's
and
not
then
so
I had to
many of
carry
them.
her back, and then she still had to pull them off there. So the Harvest Host section, I don't know if I'd really recommend too much.
Or maybe if you didn't have a dog.
Well, I mean, not even with a dog. My tennis shoes are covered.
Yeah, my shoes are covered too.
So I would say go ahead and do the HipCamp if you can. If you're going to stay here and get up there with the power,
that's much
we will go
more
up there in a few.
off.
We'll go up there in a few minutes and let you guys see kind of what that looks like. It's nowhere near like this.
And I think, if I recall correctly, I read about it online on the Harvest Host site. It's a 1,000-acre farm, and they have sheep and cattle. So, like, that's their bread and butter, and we appreciate the stay. So I don't mean to seem ungrateful.
Definitely
not ungrateful at all. And if we didn't have the dog, it wouldn't really be a big deal.
If the worst thing ever, I got these little, we used to call them hitchhikers on my feet.
Well,
that's
they're
one
kind
thing,
of like a combination of hitchhikers
and thorns.
And those little, like, sandburrs we used to get at the beach. So I've never seen them before, but they're everywhere. So it's probably a common plant out here.
But
nobody thinks twice about it.
While she's talking,
but holy crap, the view. Y'all.
I mean,
like,
let me spin.
It's gorgeous.
While she talks, let me spin all the way around.
It's gorgeous, and am I supposed to follow you? And they have lots of things to check out. Like they have, there's a stream that you can walk to, and they encourage you to. They encourage you to walk around and explore and do all the things. So I think it's going to be a fun stop. Just going to be a little different, but we're going to go for a walk now and see what we can see. We left Paisley in the camper because
we're not doing the 45
I'm not doing that again.
So we're going to take it around here. We're going to see if we can pick up some other of our campers.
Well, we'll show you all the HipCamp sites up here.
The other 3 stayed up there for the power. We stayed back here boondocking with no power. So we're going to see if we can knock on our door and get them to come walk with us. And if we can get them to walk with us, or not.
Or if not, it'll just be us.
We'll show you guys all around. So if you do camp here and you go to the HipCamp, make sure you keep the gate closed, no matter what the horses say.
The one up there said the donkeys.
All right, unlock the gate. Let's go. She's not the fastest in the corral here. Anybody anybody guess what that is? Beside the skull. So here are the ones with power. I guess they're the HipCamp places. And look at all the stuff the kids can play on there. And then we have another spot there.
Places like if you had your horse with you, there's little stalls for the horses. So if you were traveling,
You didn't bring the horse?
trailer. My husband won't let me have a horse.
We have a toy hauler.
He won't even let me have chickens
Where would you put chickens? I'd rather have a horse than chickens.
or a goat. I'm just saying.
But you are a jackass. So this is a well house built in the 1900s, 15 feet deep, built by hand. Looks like they must still use it. The what?
The stream is way down here at the bottom of the cliff.
We can do it. So in case I said it wrong, it's a European settler well house, early 1910s, 15 foot deep, dug by hand. It says cliff ahead. You see? I hear it.
Yeah, you can see it. If you step to the edge of the cliff ahead, you'll see it.
Oh, we can get down there pretty quick. There it is.
Don't want to get down to it that way.
That's cool. It comes all the way down through there. We'll have to walk down this.
It's way down there.
Way down there.
So how much of the water?
So when you're boondocking and you run out of water,
It collects in a black tub.
you find the shower. Look, it's even high enough too. There's no soap, buddy. Did you drop the soap? Uh-oh. Psh! I don't think there's any water in it.
Well,
Okay.
We can look inside. There's probably some snakes in here.
Because you wouldn't have that.
no, there's nothing there.
Yeah, because it said something about they had a shower, but it was. Oh, you know what? I think it's that place out in the middle where you can wash your dishes and stuff. It said it was water that was collected in a barrel.
This is an old building here too. Lightning strike, lightning near us. So if that storm, another storm comes in, this is going to be our shelter.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We figure it stood this long.
I mean, look, well, we can hide in the shower.
Yeah.
That is thunder.
Yeah. I told you he knows where I am because I fixed it when we were here.
So that might be our spot to hide.
The meteorologist at home.
Does it,
Tell you what,
does it look safe?
about as safe as we were in the camper on the edge of the cliff.